Hi, this is Neema.
And I'm Michael.
And we are Wanderlust CrossFitters. Hey guys, happy Chinese New Year's.
So we just wanted to take the time to introduce ourselves and our channel to the community. Kind of tell you what we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish, where we want this to go. And hopefully you guys have some questions, so feel free to post in the comments below. I'm sure we'll do another Q&A session sooner than later. So the way we're going to do this, we're just going to answer a few questions that we came up with and go and get right into it. So what is Wanderlust CrossFit? It's both an Instagram account and a YouTube account that we created to basically document our travels to the different places we go, the different countries we go, and more importantly, all the boxes that we travel to.
So why did we decide to create this channel? Like you said, we travel a lot and we go to these boxes, and I noticed that, whenever we do research these boxes, I don't really see a lot of just advice on where should we go. So we thought, hey, maybe people would enjoy knowing where they should go and which box they should go to. So why not?
Yeah, kind of give you a preview of what you should expect. And so what really inspired us to do this? So recently we went to a trip to Dubai, and everyone there was basically chasing their dreams. Not a single person we met was a local. Almost everybody is an expat, and it's an extremely high percentage. And so we decided to chase our dream as well.
How did you get into fitness? Oh gosh, as far as I can remember, I just really loved working out. I genuinely just love it. Health, fitness is just part of my lifestyle. I've been doing CrossFit for about 7 years. It took some convincing to get this guy in there. I think you've been doing it for 3 years now?
3 years, yeah.
Do you want to tell a little bit about your fitness journey?
So like she said, when I graduated from college, I was not the healthiest dude around by far. But fell in love with CrossFit, and like most of my hobbies, became obsessed with it. And now we've kind of turned it into a lifestyle. Almost every evening when I'm not coaching or she's not coaching, we're at the box and we're just hanging out and working out with our friends.
Mm-hmm. It's daily date night at the CrossFit box. Mm-hmm. So let's go into places that we visited. So my favorite place, when I think back, is Italy. We went a few years ago. I just absolutely loved it. The art, the history, being able to walk around. It was just beautiful. We went to a couple of boxes. They were really cool and nice. And then, of course, the gelato every day. I still miss it. I still want to go back and have more gelato.
My favorite place is probably home. So for me, that's Singapore and Malaysia. I love visiting my family. I love seeing my grandma. And every time I go back, I definitely gain quite a bit of weight. But
that's why you got to go work out.
Yeah, that's why we got to work out. That's why you got to get it in.
But speaking of home, my home is Toronto. That's where I was born, and my favorite box is in Toronto. You've got to check out Kings Highway CrossFit. It's an underground box. Literally, you're going downstairs, and it's huge. It's the biggest CrossFit box I've ever been to, and I think it's, whenever I Googled it, it's one of the top, biggest gyms in the world.
Yeah. My favorite box that we visited was in Thailand, so CrossFit Phuket. Decently sized box, very well equipped, and the instructors and coaches there were spot on. They're extremely accommodating. As you can imagine, the class sizes get pretty big there with all the tourists, but it was so much fun. It was a blast interacting with an international crowd, and I just really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. So you may be wondering, how do we select these boxes that we go to? So I do research before we travel to these cities. To see, what's closest to us, what makes the most sense to go to. Typically we Uber there, so what's the most cost effective. And then I email them to see what their schedules are. If it's cool if we drop in, ask them, can we get a discount for coming several days in a row? Because typically, like in Dubai, we went 5 days in a row, and we kind of make it our home away from home box.
So will we go back to where the places we visited? There's definitely a handful of places that are on the list that we definitely want to go back and visit. Mm-hmm. We've been to quite a few boxes already, but I know we will go back to a few of them and probably try out some other boxes that are around that area. So last question, where do we want this channel to go? To be honest with you, we just want you guys to join us on our journey. This is really a passion project, something that we wanted to do, something that we wanted to do so we could document our travels and our experiences, and hopefully it gives you guys some insight into the different boxes and the different places you can go internationally. That's it. Thanks, guys.
Bye. We'd like to thank you for joining us on our journey.
If you enjoyed this video, please jump at that like button. And if you want to join us on our next adventure, go ahead and snap subscribe. As always, train hard, travel harder.